Stephen A. Smith has said some things over the past, week and a half that had black people outraged. He had some black people outraged. Oh. Trump saying, this is what had them outraged, is that Stephen A. said black folks find him relatable because of what he's going through. Only because Trump said black people like me because of indictments. That because we can relate to him. Do y'all think Trump is more relatable because of him being targeted, with those indictments? I've been hearing that going around a lot though. Like, yeah, Trump knows how we feel to be falsely targeted for certain things. But I don't think that's the reason I'm voting for him or anything. I haven't just too much experienced that. So I guess the overall older generation, or some people maybe in the young, that's why they tapping into him. I definitely seen in Georgia when they made him go and he took that mug shot when he was leaving, they was happy as all get out for Trump. They were saying free Trump. They were saying free Trump. So, and this was in the hood part. So, is Trump more relatable because he has these indictments? And Stephen A. Smith said, yes. Black folks find him more relatable because of those indictments. And certain black people were not happy. So, Stephen A. Smith, he had to respond. He ain't gonna take that. So let's go ahead and get his response going right now.
Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show right here over the digital airwaves of YouTube. Let me move on to some of you annoying asses and just get this out the way. And obviously I'm talking about Donald Trump. I was a guest on Fox News' Sean Hannity's show last night to discuss the upcoming election, the trial, and Trump. Some people weren't happy about what I had to say. Take a listen. But I got to tell you something. As much as people may have been abhorred by Donald Trump's statement weeks ago, talking about how black folks, he's hearing that black folks find him relatable because what he's going through is similar to what black Americans have gone through, he wasn't lying. He was telling the truth. When you see the law enforcement, the court system, and everything else being exercised against him, it is something that black folks throughout this nation can relate to with some of our historic, iconic figures. We've seen that happen throughout society. So no matter what race, what ethnicity you may emanate from, we relate to you when you're suffering like that because we know we have. And that's what he articulated. Needless to say, people.
Oh, I don't think Stephen A. was wrong. I do not think Stephen A. was wrong with that statement. I really don't think he was wrong in that statement. Because I see that happen a lot, with black people. When the law, the criminal justice system falsely persecutes anyone or, racially discriminates against anyone, black people automatically usually, come to their side, come to their help. They want to say, this is how we felt as well. So I don't think Stephen A. is wrong at all in his statements. Because historically, black people have gone through that. Like he said, even our leaders have gone through that. I don't really know any black leader who wasn't arrested. Even Martin Luther King, for protesting, was sent to jail. So it's like, if you see Trump, who's also a leader, go, you gonna say like, yeah, we seen this. It happens to us all the time. Stephen A., I do not think you're wrong. Already, I don't think you're wrong. And I know you about to come back with and say some stuff to these folks. What y'all think? Y'all think he was wrong? Because I'm telling you, he hit that nail on the head. All right, Stephen A.
We're in a tizzy over that. And why were they in a tizzy over that exactly? Because it's being portrayed and misconstrued that I'm saying that Trump's plight relates to black people. Well, it's easy to take things out of context, which is why I love having my own platform, so I can remedy and correct some of the foolhardiness that's put out there. First things first, Sean Hannity asked me the question about Trump gaining traction with the black vote, and how whether it's a couple of points or 3 points or 4 points, that it could end up tilting the election in his favor that's upcoming this November. Yes, he's the presumptive GOP nominee. Yes, he's on trial for a hush money case to a porn star. Yes, he recently lost a civil suit for $454 million, where he had to pay about $175 million or something like that up front, okay? Yes, the man has had 4 indictments against him, 91 counts against him. Still running, though. Still a presumptive GOP nominee, though. And by the way, as I pointed out, has gained traction and is ahead of the incumbent, President Joe Biden, in at least 5 polls. Not all of the polls, but at least 5 polls have Trump ahead. Now, before I go a bit further, getting into us as black people, because we know how we can be now, okay? Not all, not some of us, but I'm just talking about some of us from our community. We know how the hell we could be. We're going to have that conversation in just a second. But before I get to that, I love how y'all pick apart me on Hannity. I was on Cuomo on News Nation an hour earlier. I ain't hear nothing about that. I was on MSNBC at least twice over the last month. I ain't hear nothing about that. I was on CNN, Abby Phillips, Laura Coates, several times. I ain't hear nothing about that. Okay? Oh, Stephen A. Contributor to Fox. I'm no contributor to Fox News. I show up on all the networks. I was on Real Time with Bill Maher on HBO. I'm sorry, I ain't hear nothing about that. I've repeatedly said, I think Trump will cause civil war in this country. I can't vote for the brother. Y'all just going to ignore that. Why am I bringing all of this stuff up? Because the second black folks find somebody from our community that doesn't march 100% lockstep with one another, they a sellout. They this, they that. Shut the hell up.
Let them know. That's what I'm talking about, Stephen A. Tell them again. Because hey, they come at me. I'm going to say, I'm going to just have to do the same thing. Because I ain't going to let you be in a group sometimes. I'm telling you, folks get mad. Folks get mad. And if y'all know me, I control the mess out of folks. So I'll get to trolling. I will get to trolling. And if it come out, hey, that just is what it is. That just is what it is. We all do not have to agree. Let's agree to disagree, and let's get this thing going the way it needs to go, though. You know, let's do what's right and get this thing going the way it go. Stephen A. can go
Shut the hell up. This is getting ridiculous. Okay? Trump is winning. Y'all just gonna stand still? I'm wrong when I sit up there and I say, yo, Democrats, all you got is the soon to be 82-year-old incumbent? You didn't have anything in the bullpen? I'm wrong for bringing that up. Nope. I'm wrong for bringing up why the hell you had Gavin Newsom on Fox News looking like he's running for president instead of Joe Biden being the president or Kamala Harris being the vice president. I'm wrong for bringing that up. I'm wrong for bringing up when I went off about Kamala Harris, our vice president, our HBCU grad from Howard University, a black woman, highly intelligent, former attorney general in the city of San Francisco, former attorney general in the state of California. I was wrong for bringing up how she was wrong to avoid getting into it with then presidential candidate Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, when he wanted to debate her on the good parts of slavery. I was wrong. I was wrong about that. I was wrong to say that's a fight she should have embraced. When y'all gonna wake up? I'm wrong when I'm pointing out how black folks for the first time are talking about the borders being flooded.
Yeah.
How illegal immigration ultimately negatively affects us. I'm wrong. I'm wrong in pointing out how xenophobia, homophobia, Transphobia has all of a sudden become bigger issues than racism in this country.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. How much proof do you need? When I brought up the economy, they say the economy is good. They say the economy is flourishing. You trying to tell me you black and you disagree with me when I say to us, we don't want to hear about the numbers. Oh, the labor participation rate is good. Oh, unemployment is good. Oh, the economy is okay. If gas prices are damn near double what it used to be, if the price of bread, milk, cheese, and eggs and everything in between is double what it used to be, but we ain't getting raises at work. God. You trying to tell me I was wrong for bringing that up?
Stephen A.
You trying to tell me I'm wrong when you're sitting up there and you talking about and subjects like immigrants in New York City getting $53 million prepaid credit cards to subsidize their existence in this country, and I'm pointing out how that was never done for black people. I'm wrong? I'm wrong?
Go off, Stephen.
That's where we really want to go? That's what game we playing?
Go
I ain't talking politics. I'm talking life.
Hoes.
I don't give a damn that I'm inundated with sports all day, every day. I'm a human being. I'm a black man. I'm a citizen of the United States of America. You don't see this shit happening? I'm supposed to just sit idly by and say nothing?
That's what they want.
The hell with me talking. Why ain't you talking?
I can't find him with a pause, y'all. He just went down the list of the literal problems that I feel like I have personally with what's going on. He literally just went down the list. And he popped it off. Trump's going to win. And there's nothing that I don't even think the Democrats are trying at this point. Honestly, I don't even think they're trying. I know they heard the buzz. We don't want Biden again. Really, no one wants Biden again. And they did nothing at all about it. Nothing at all about it. And then he goes on down the list of just bam, 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 bam. Where I'm living my life, I see prices go up. I know gas is higher. I know groceries are higher. Me and my brother, we chilling at the grocery store. We got some, we live together, so we trying to go shopping, get us some groceries, some food. We was just for the week, maybe like 3 days. We look at it, we said $100. God. Hold on, bro. What we get in here? What we got in here? Man, it was ridiculous. Just enough food for 3 days. $100. Because we had maybe a few more extra dollars. But I remember in college, at least, when I was spending that $100, my cart was full. I'm telling you, my cart was full. And now I'm looking at that. I'm like, this thing, it's bad. And I keep hearing the economy's in a better place than it was. Employment is lower for black people than it's ever been. Okay, congratulations. We struggling out here, though. We are struggling out here. And Stephen A. is knocking it across the head. Golly. I wasn't expecting that. I'm not going to lie to y'all. He said, you telling me I'm wrong. Stephen A., you not wrong. You not wrong. And I hope black people will listen to this. Listen to actually what you have to say. I know one thing that definitely hurt me was when it didn't hurt me personally. It didn't affect me, personally. But when I started hearing that the immigrants are coming in and people in Chicago, they struggling and all that. And those people are hurting out there. They're really hurting. And they pay taxes in this country, So where's their help? But like I said, my biggest thing now is we need to get from wanting those handouts. That's the thing that we need to turn to. We've been pacified on those handouts for so long that now that's what we're looking for is handouts. We need to change something as a group, as a people to where we don't need those handouts anymore. We're not voting on who's going to give us, the most money in welfare just so that we can live. Our problem should be on another side of, okay, who's gonna help us save all this money we done made this year? We done made so much money, y'all. We voting on who gonna help us keep more of it in our pockets. Not we voting on who gonna help us make more money. Who's gonna help us while we still in poverty. I think that's something that we need definitely talking about. That way our school systems will actually have the money to fund our school systems, because it's bad. It is bad. Stephen A. Golly. I'm going to let you go on some more, because you had me, my jaw dropped about that whole time.
Why aren't you screaming to the high heavens? Why aren't you telling liberals on the left, yo, you need to stop with the extreme leftist stuff on the fringes with all of that woke stuff? What sex you are, whether you a male or a female, whether you can be a male but call yourself a female and get to compete against women or girls in various sports. You want those issues to be more prevalent than the stuff going on in our community that directly affects our lives as opposed to less than 1% of the damn population? What you doing? How come you ain't doing it? How come you ain't raising holy hell? How come you not speaking up? And by the way, to get specific, when I brought up Trump and whatever relation he has with black folks, the question that was asked to me was the supporters of Trump. Why are they doing so? I said black folks want to be safe in the streets of America. They don't want to see somebody committing crimes, assault or whatever, and getting arrested and being out of jail in the same day. I said black folks want to make money and they want to keep money in their pocket.
That's the big one right
there. They want
to
be safe.
That's the big one right there. We want to make money and keep it in our pockets. That's what we want. We don't want the handout. I'd rather be able to make as much money as I can and keep it in my pockets than make almost nothing and be asking the government on hands and knees, please help me not be in these streets homeless. Because obviously they don't care. Obviously they don't care. They trying to bring in a new working class that'll overshadow you. Because at the end of the day, it is definitely about that money. They trying to bring in a new working class. They're going to make sure they okay. All right, we're going to get them this. Boom, it's good. That's it. That's what it come down to. I'm voting on who going to help me make money. I didn't say give me money. Who's going to help me make money and keep money in my pockets? That's point blank, period. That's what I'm at this point. Because who are we voting for at this point? Honestly, like both candidates. Both candidates it ain't the best. But at the end of the day, it definitely comes down to the money. You know, morally on both sides. Well, you don't have morals because he did this, he did that. What you gonna do? I don't want to see more inflation. I don't want to see prices go up. I don't want to see any of that because it is getting bad. It is getting bad.
That's what I said. And I also said this. I said, yo, our criminal justice system, our courts, law enforcement, that anytime we see anybody that we deem to be an individual being persecuted, where the law is being exercised against them, the heavy hand of the law, do we find that relatable to some degree? Yes. I'm lying about that? Really? Really? I'm lying about that, huh?
Nope.
Didn't happen to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.?
It did.
Didn't happen to Malcolm X?
It did.
Didn't happen to Al Sharpton, damn it.
It
Didn't happen to a plethora of black folks throughout our history. When all else failed, the heavy hand of law enforcement, of the courts, of laws, ultimately rained down upon them.
It did.
When we talk about recidivism, when we talk about our incarceration rate, don't we sit up there and talk about how we need to get the laws changed because folks are being criminalized for the most innocuous of things? Remember we had those conversations?
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about the crime bill in the 90s?
Yeah.
When people were being thrown in jail at an exorbitant amount out of our community because of non-violent offenses? Didn't we hear the now president apologize for his role in leading that charge when he was the head of the Senate?
Yes, he did. Yes, he
Didn't we
did.
hear Clinton apologize?
Yeah, they did.
When his wife was running for the presidency?
Horrible for the black people.
I'm making this up, though. I'm making this up.
No.
You don't see the parallel? You don't see the connection? Why you think Trump went out there and he said, hey, what were his words? I've been told, look, those were his words. I've been told, I've heard that some black folks find themselves somewhat relatable to me because of what I'm going through right now.
And I think that was smart of Trump to do. I'm not going to lie. What they say, you got to apply to people's petos and logos, all them things. He did. He made himself relatable. He just I mean, it just, I think that was planned. He said that on purpose. Because when you get to thinking from the point that he's coming from, not just saying, I understand the black plight or anything like that. But it is a relatable matter. At the end of the day, it is a relatable matter. Because we have been prosecuted for years now. That's the reason black men are out of the house home, at an alarming rate when they were getting locked up and incarcerated. It's not good. It's not a good thing. And I think President Trump made a smart move by saying what he said. I think it was a smart move. And I think the only people who don't really understand what he's saying are the over liberals. I definitely think they're in their feelings, because what he's saying is he's being falsely persecuted. He's being overly prosecuted by law, which is something that has happened to black Americans since the beginning. That's literally what's going on right now. Point blank, period. That's what's going on right now. I want to hear some more what he's going to say. I was going to stop at about 10 minutes, but I just want to hear it because I didn't finish it. I didn't finish it. So let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's keep it moving. See what Stephen A. coming, because he coming with facts. That just is what it is. He's coming with facts.
And where would we get that from? You know good and damn well. Georgia case is another matter. On the phone, I need 11,000 votes, 11,700 votes. That's an egregious situation for the president to find himself in. We ain't talking about that. But we ain't talking about the civil case where he lost a $454 million, had a $454 million judgment against him either. You real estate and you manufacture, you're a real estate mogul and you manufacturing numbers. Okay, wow. We know that's going to happen. And you do the crime, you get caught, you got to pay the penance, or you got to do the time.
Yeah.
But you're the former president of the United States. And your ass is in court where you have to show up each day. Otherwise, you're going to be thrown in jail. And the crime is that you took $130,000 of money, and through your lawyer or some other intermediary, you gave it to a porn star for hush money purposes. So he got loose with a porn star.
He
didn't want the world to know while he was running for president that he did that. And so he tried to wiggle his way through that. You trying to tell me that America is sitting up there. I'm talking about independents and folks on the right. Of course, people who hate him on the left are going to take that position. But I'm talking about independents and folks on the right. You trying to tell me they think this is a serious matter that requires our time and attention?
No, it doesn't.
John Edwards, did he do time? Gary Hart, did he do time? Bill Clinton, they said he got loose in the Oval Office.
Yeah,
I heard libertarians losing their damn mind. It was in the Oval Office. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Remember that?
He's getting busy in the Oval Office.
But he in court. Instead of being on the campaign trail. You don't think people see through that? They do.
It's like a witch hunt.
All I did was point it out.
They didn't want you to do that.
I am not a fan of Trump being the president. I think he will cause civil war in this country because I don't think he's going to cater to all of the American people. I think he's just going to cater to people who voted for him and who are loyal to him. And the rest of us be damned.
That's what he's going to do.
That's how I view him.
It's a class thing. I'm telling you.
But that doesn't mean I get to close my eyes and be completely oblivious and ignorant to the stuff that Democrats are doing to lose the damn election.
Exactly. There it goes.
I said it before and I say it again. Beat him.
Beat him.
Beat him. Get a bullpen. Have some other candidates. Find folks with pizzazz that can talk to the American people and resonate.
There we go.
Don't act. I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm saying from an impression, from a perspective matter. Don't act like what you're doing is you want the president to get through the election. And then after that, damn it, God rest his soul, he could end up passing away or something and Kamala Harris can become president that way.
Yeah,
no.
That's some bull.
You want to be president, run for it.
Yeah.
Beat him.
Do it.
Show that you can compete.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what we got to do.
That's what I want.
In anything we do in life. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I feel
you want to come at me, feel free. Ain't nobody running, ain't nobody hiding.
I feel
No, it had nothing to do with sports, don't have nothing to do with politics. It's got everything to do with me. I'm Stephen A, baby.
Hey,
I'm
Stephen
who the
A,
hell I am.
Do your thing. He came with some facts right there. I personally wish that I don't want to say that I'm Republican. Yeah, I'm Republican. That's not the fight. That's not the battle. That's not any of that. We just want a better candidate than Joe Biden. That's period. We want something new. We do. Like he said, I don't feel personally what has been going on under Joe Biden has benefited me in any way. I don't think it's benefited the American people overall in any way. Of course, there's small, minute things. There are things that he has done that are good. But overall, I don't just think America's in a better place after Joe Biden. Of course, the numbers can show it. The data can show it. But like Stephen A. Smith said, we are living life. And life, it's not always about ones and twos. Those can get you far. But living your life and knowing how it's affecting you is going to get you way further. And Joe Biden has not, in my opinion, helped the American people overall at all at this point. So I personally don't see myself voting for him because I don't like Joe Biden. And like Stephen A. said, give us somebody that's worth me voting for, that's worth us fighting for, that's worth us speaking up for. Because they can say what they want to say. I don't think my dislike for Trump is bigger than the example of president that Joe Biden has given me. That's how I feel. That's just how I feel. So with that, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know how y'all feel about Stephen A. I don't think he was wrong. I do not think he was wrong. I don't. Stephen A., like he said, I'm that guy. I like that. And hopefully one day, when I get older and I'm able you know, he's had some time in this thing. So the way he presents, the way he does all that, it's been perfected. He knows his information. He does all that. You know, he's studied. He's done all that. You can tell his age has given him the wisdom to continue on. That's what I hope to get through this journey. So if y'all here with me on this journey, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We're going to end off right on that.